Hello and welcome. I'm Jane from the Indigo Blue team, and I'm doing a canvas at the moment, so I thought I would let you join me and see what we're going to end up doing with this canvas. So I've done some prep work. I've made some bits of ephemera and things, and I'm using the lovely stamp called Jane, which is lovely. I'll put a link to it down below. And I've just coloured it in, and I've coloured in some flowers and some birds and things, and I've gessoed the canvas with our lovely gesso good white. It's brilliant, it gives excellent coverage. And then I've just done a stamp on either corner, which was from an old kit. And I've got this little stamp as well, which again was from another kit. It's always good to buy the kits because you get so many stamps in there and you can keep them and use them. And this little flourish I just really love, but any of our flourishes would work. So I'm just going to ink that up in some VersaFine black, and I just want to add just a couple of these little flourishes in the corner, so it just gives something to work on. So let's put this one in on here. We nearly dropped it. Lovely, lovely detail, even in the kits where they're in a photopolymer, they still come out beautifully. So they are great, and obviously because the gesso's on there already, you've got something for it to key to. So I'm just going to put a couple in each of the corners to just add a little something, and then I'm going to do the building up of this lovely scene with Jane, which is me. Well, not quite. I don't look quite as beautiful as that, but I had to have the stamp set, which was my namesake, because it is it's a beautiful one. So just get this one up in the corner like that. There we go. Okay, so it doesn't matter really which way up we use it, because I've just wanted to add a little something in the corner, and then that will, you know, give a little bit of extra. I don't want to add any more colour in there because we've got so many colours in on the pieces that I've done. Now, I've used our acrylic paints, and they're the translucent ones. I love the translucent ones because you can see through them, so that you get that really lovely colour. And I've used mulberry, I've used Sargasso Sea, and I've used daffodil. And out of those three colours, you can make, because they're your primaries, red, yellow and blue, you can make all of these different colours. So I've got oranges, I've got pinks, I've got greens, I've got turquoises and teals. Works beautifully. Okay, so we need to stick this one in on the centre, and then we can build up round it. So I'm going to use our just trying to think, am I going to use the, yes, I'm going to use the Slap It On matte for this. So let me just do a shake. Let me make sure that I've, yes, I have opened it. And I just need to put some of this in on here. Take that back so it doesn't go in everywhere. And I tend to just smooth it out with, says me, have I got a flat brush? Here we go. I've got one here. It's going to come out in colour because I've been doing some colour on it, but it doesn't matter. So I tend to like to just smooth it out so that it comes into all of the little edges on here. You don't have to, but it's, I just prefer to do it like that. So I'm going to take this out like this, and then this is going to go slap bang in the center like this. as you can see, it sticks beautifully. All our glues stick amazingly, which is really good. So that's going to go in on here. Then I need to build up my scene. Now I've got a little bird and he's going to sit there, and I've got the butterfly which is going to sit there. If you look at our canvases, we've got Jane, and we've got one which is all sort of built up and beautiful on our fabrics, and this is where I got inspiration on. I get inspiration from everywhere, so I want those there. So I need to make sure that my flowers aren't going to be in on there, because then it's just going to block the way. So I'm going to start by literally just and in fact I'm going to just put some glue in on here so I can then just paint it through, because I find that easier for me. So I'm just going to give this a bit of glue like that, and then I can just start to build it up. Now I want to come and do over the hair, because the stamp has got the hair all the way up. Beautiful hair, but I don't want the hair because it's going to be covered in flowers and all sorts of things. So I'm just building up, and I've put the colours sort of separately in here. So I'm going to have a pinky one in on here. I'm just putting this one in like that, doing a little bit of space in between them. Always make sure that I get, whoops, throwing it on the floor. It's like toast, isn't it? It always lands glue side down, but hopefully it's not too bad. Okay, so I need to pop this one in. I'm just going to stick that in on there. You always have a little bit of time to be able to add some pieces in. Okay, so I want to have this one coming out a bit on here, like that. And then I want my butterfly there. So I'm actually going to put my butterfly down, but I'm not going to press it down firmly yet. So I have a little bit of time, because this is a wet glue. Until you actually press it down really firmly, you have a little bit of time to play with it. So I know that I'm going to have that there like that, so I can put it down like that. But then I need to make sure that I've got some bits and bobs round it. So I'm going to have this one up on here, because I want a little flower just to come in behind like this. So then I can put that piece down on there, because that's where I want that one. And we can have a little bit one like this. Let's just pop that one in there. And we've got leaves, so I need to just start bobbing some leaves about. So let's have a little leaf up there, and bring some leaves out down on here. I'm doing sort of one side at a time, because then I'm just going to put that one there, because that's, the glue is very strong, so it does stick down quite quickly. So let's put some more flowers in down here. I want to just sort of build them up and bring them down in. I'm leaving a few little spaces because I want to be able to add the flowers and things as I go. Put that one there. Did I put enough glue on that one? I don't think I did. Tuck that one in just underneath. Let's do another pink one. Put that one in like that. And we'll have some more little leaves. It's great fun building up a scene, isn't it? And this could be a journal page. You could make it into a card. You could do all sorts with it. I'm just sort of giving you a little bit of an idea to put it onto a canvas. I've got a friend's birthday coming up shortly, and I quite like to send her or to give her, actually, because I see her. So instead of a card, I sometimes just give her a canvas. So let's put that one up there where that bird's going to be. And this is where you can do, I've done lots of flowers on here, but I probably would actually do some more, because you can see that you have, even though I've done quite a few, it is starting to build up and look rather good, but you can add and add and add as many as you want as you go along. So I'll stick a little leaf in on here. But you can see all these gorgeous vibrant colours, and literally I have used just the 3 colours from the translucents because they mix so beautifully. Just absolutely lovely. Right, I'm going to put my bird in now, actually. So I need to have a little bit more glue on here to make sure he's stuck down beautifully, particularly his little tail. Now, I haven't given him any legs because he's going to tuck in. There we go. He's going to tuck in over the top of things, so we don't need to have any sort of legs and things on there. And I can tuck another little one in there. I can probably tuck, if I've got enough, I can put another one in over the top. So let's just put that one down here. And we'll take this one. Let's put this one up on here. Put that one there, actually. Let's take this. Got still some more leaves. So you can tuck your leaves in as you go. Let's take another leaf down in. On there. That's the nice thing, you can build up a scene, you can work out and see how you're going to spread it and where you're going to put colours and things. So because this is blue, I don't want blue flowers up on there. So my thought process is not to have those. Now I don't want that orange there because I've already got an orange, haven't I? So I'm going to put this one down on here, I think, so that can come out a bit. I need to put a little one there, don't I? What colour have I got? That one, it doesn't. Yes, that's a different one. So let's pop this one in on here like that. I'm going to have to just put it in so it comes in over the top, I think. It's building up and looking quite nice. We've got a couple more leaves here, so that one can go in like that. Just tuck that one in. We want some more down here on the bottom because I want them to come, and you see how that's sort of just poking through. So I'm going to put this down in on here like that. And then this one needs to come in there. tucking that one in a little bit. If that comes over on there, we can have another leaf. You can see that little tiny blob of glue has done all of the flowers that I need. Just tuck that. Oh, see, it grabs, slap it on, it really just, it sticks like nobody's business. You don't have a huge amount of time, but it is absolutely brilliant. It's a very, very good glue. Okay, where am I going to put this one? I don't really want that one there, do I? Shall I stick it there, or shall I stick it up the top? Maybe on that side or on that side. This is where it's like, oh, do I put one there? I'm going to put it there actually, because I quite like that against that colour. So that comes beautifully like that. Now I've got these dragonflies, and I wanted them to just sort of come like that and that, I think. I could do with, and what I probably will do is I need to put something on here to just cover those bits up. I love the way it's working on there. And I'm just going to take just a little tiny bit to just finish off with this on the glue. And even though this is very, very tiny and delicate, I can still just pop it in. Now, do I want it down there, or do I want it up there? I think I'm going to have it up there actually, coming in that way. Now, I don't know whether I put enough, oh no, I didn't put enough glue on there. Right, let's just grab a little bit more. I only want a little tiny bit. Come on. That's it. So I just want a little tiny bit on here. And then I can just grab. It's always difficult when you've got tiny weeny little pieces, which is why, as I say, a little brush is really good to work with. So this is going to come here because I wanted it to come down like this. And then this one, are we going to have this one at the bottom in that space, or are we going to have it off centered there? Now I think I do want it down at the bottom like that. Okay, so let's just the paper absorbs the glue quite well, so you just have to make sure that you've got enough on there, which is good. And then this one is going to come up this way. And again, this was from one of the kits. So all of these little flowers have come from various kits that we've done. And I think that's starting to look really nice. I do need to add some more flowers there. So, or I could add some butterflies. Let me just have a look and see. I've still got some. Right, you're going to have to bear with me a second while I go and grab what I've got left and my scissors. Right, so this is what I've got left with. I tend to do a sheet at a time. So I've got a couple more dragonflies if I wanted to have just one more. Don't think I do. I don't want too many. I don't think I want another. Do I want another bird? No. Butterflies maybe. So I don't want to have another blue one. So let me just do this. I think I need to put my glasses on. So let me just do a quick bit of fussy cutting, and we can then do so. And this is what I tend to do. I will do a whole sheet and colour a whole sheet, and then I've got them, and then hopefully there's enough to do whatever project I'm thinking of. So I will do lots of little bits of ephemera like this I will then get to a stage where I go, okay, what am I going to do with these? Look at the ideas and things. And then when I've got some inspiration, and inspiration can come from anywhere, you know, you can go to the shops and see something or see a colour and go, oh, I like that. And then you can work with that. You can see inspiration in furniture, paintings, all sorts of things, adverts on the television. You know, we all get inspiration from, I get inspiration from sometimes, you know, browsing through our shop if I'm going to buy something, and I just put an order in recently, and I was looking through and came across the fabrics and saw this fabric Jane and thought, oh, that's rather nice. And I thought, oh, well, I've got the stamp, why don't I do something with it? And so that's what I decided I was going to do. Now I think these two might actually work in the corner, so I think that might give me what I'm looking for. We'll see. I hope I'm not just get myself in on camera for cutting this out. Now I am doing this quite quickly, but that's fine. I've got my glasses on so I can see what I'm doing. I love butterflies. It's this time of year, summer, isn't it, that butterflies are in the garden all the time. It's butterflies and bees. I have my lavender as just in full bloom now, and it smells divine, but also the whole garden is just full of bees and butterflies all the way around the lavender. Every year, I think it's, you know, you can buy lavender honey, so I'm sure the bees just love the lavender because it smells lovely, and obviously you can get lavender honey. So I'm quite lucky. I've got lots of different plants in my garden, and the poppies have just finished and most of my roses have finished, but the lavender is now out. So let's have a look at this and see. Do we want, oh yes, that works, doesn't it? That just gives something on there. And then I'm going to turn around and say I need something there and there, but you can carry on. It's like every work of art, isn't it? You can go and you can do more and more and more and more and more, and at some point you have to just go like, you know what, I'm just going to be satisfied with this for now. And I think I am. And it's one of those things that when I finish this and I sit back and it's dried, I always put it up on my desk and just sit and have a look at what I've done, and then turn around and go, okay, after 24 hours of not touching it, I can then go back and go, oh, need just a little bit of something here or not. But that's actually beautiful. That's worked really well. I wasn't going to add another big butterfly, but I think that has worked perfectly. I think am I just gonna have enough glue? Ooh, being a bit tight on that, aren't I? Could probably do with another little squeeze, but let's see if I can just do it. I might be able to. It might not be quite enough. Let's see. That one up that way. Just put it down for a second. Oh, it might be all right. There you go. I was being very tight with that on there, and I don't think it's quite enough, but it might just be. Just leave it to stick down for a minute and hopefully that'll be fine. Okay, so I think I'm going to leave that there. I think it looks beautiful. I might do something round the sides at some time, but it's one of those things that you have to sort of start looking at it and going, actually, I'm just going to leave it as it is, because it's rather nice to have some what do they call white space. Don't fill everything. I might just put some splats in, but I think that works perfectly, and I might just add a few more flowers, but I might just leave it as it is. But I hope you enjoyed that. As always, look forward to seeing you next time, and thank you so much for watching. Bye bye.